Oh, oh, it's back. Oh, so I guess the Scary for Kids is back to is turned back to its original look. Oh, oh, right. Hello, guys. Grimard Bellfire Apple Dark X7 here, and we are back at it again with another scary story. And should I, or this is actually a ghost story, but as well, as like this story is from the ghost stories section, but I'm just going to call this a, I'll just call this a scary story. But yeah, yeah, just notice that scary for that the website returned returned back to its original look. Yeah, to its original form. I I guess yeah. Honestly, this looks better. It looks better than what it's originally than what it used to look. I mean, this first this original look of the website looks cooler than 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 the previous. Yeah, you know, you know what I'm talking about from my previous scary story videos. But yeah, we're back at it again. And so this time, and this time introducing phone booth. I I'm I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, booth. But yes, it's the spooky ghost story from Japan about two friends who are very interested in urban legends and ghost stories. Hmm, hmm. Two friends from Japan. Two friends from Japan interested on urban legends and ghost stories. Hmm. This ought to be a good story, because honestly, since that have since that Japanese since that scary stories that happen and scary things that happen and or yeah, uh, on just being honest, that seems that scary stories to tell that scary stories from Japan seems scarier than here, like, than English scary stories. That or I mean than scary stories that happen in other countries. I'm just saying, like, since that a lot of scary things used to happen a lot in Japan. But let's waste no more time. But but to get but to read this story. So this ought to be a good one. Since it has has based on this picture about based on this picture of a phone booth. This this ought to be. I'm just so interested in the story. Since the hope it'll be hope it be at least at least a bit scarier. But let's get on with the story. So here we go, guys. So this is phone booth. Enjoy. Let's get it, Crib Nations. There were two teenage boys. There were two teenage boys named Kensu and Tatsuya who both shared a keen interest in the paranormal. Whenever they met, they would always have a new scary ghost story or spooky or urban legend to share with each other. Oh, just like me, that I always bring scary stories and urban legends to you, Grim Nations. And honestly, honestly, I thought that looking looking at those two Japanese names, Kenzo and Tatsuya, I don't know why, but gave me think that it might be some kind like a girl, a Japanese name for a girl. But one day, Tatsuya was browsing on the internet when he came across a website that had a lot of Japanese urban legends. Oh, I hope, oh, must be, must be this website scary for kids. Since, since this also, since the website also has scary, also has a section of Japanese urban legends. We read a story. We read a story about a certain suspicious bridge that was located close to his home. The, the website had plenty of pictures of the bridge and the surrounding area. As we read the legend associated with the bridge, Tatsuya knew his friend would be interested. The next time he met Kenzo, he told him about the bridge. It was an old suspension bridge that crossed over a deep gorge. For some inexplicable reason, it was known as a spot that was notorious for suicides. Oh my, uh, suicide. Hmm. Every year, at least 20 or 30 people who who throw Um, every year, at least 20 or 30 people would throw themselves off the bridge and plunge to their deaths. Nobody, nobody could explain why. They say that they said that the spot was haunted by the ghost of all the people who had committed suicide there. Hmm, that's so. That sounds that was creepy. I don't. This seems I don't know if I should be if I should be saying this, but should be talking about it. But just to come up reminds me of about this story. About reminds me of about this forest from Japan, where it's called the Suicide Forest from Japan, where people go to that forest to end their lives. When Kenzo when Kenzo went home that evening, he decided that he had to check out the bridge. He desperately wanted to see it go. What the fuck? Like, why would he want, why is he desperately wanted to see a ghost? I don't know. So that very night, he set out for the mountains where the bridge was located. It took him about half an hour to get there. It was almost midnight when he arrived at the bridge, and there was not a single person around. It was dark and deathly quiet. The atmosphere was so spooky and anonymous that that sent a chill down Kento's spine. Wow, wow, this place is creepy, he muttered to himself as he cautiously walked to the edge of the gorge and peered down into the depths. Depths. He began thinking about all of the people who had thrown themselves down into the inky blackness. The thought of it made his hair stand on end. It was so fascinating that he felt compelled to tell his friend Tatsuya about it, so he pulled out his cell phone to call him. However, since he was high up in the mountains, he couldn't get any reception. Looking around, Kenzo noticed a solitary phone booth standing nearby. He went inside, put some coins in the slot, and dialed Tatsuya's number. Hello? Hello? Guess where? Hello? Tatsuya? Guess where I am right now? He said. I'm at the suspicious bridge you told me about. The view is amazing. You've got, you've got come up. You, you've got come up here and see it sometime. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'd like to, replied Tatsuya. I saw the pictures on the website. Wait a second. What number are you calling me from? Kento laughed. Oh, I couldn't get any reception on my mobile, so I'm calling from the payphone up here. His friend was confused. A, a payphone? There's no payphone up here. I have seen it in the pictures. I would have seen it in the pictures. What are you talking about? Said Kento. I'm standing in the phone booth right at the entrance to the bridge. Hold on. I'd better go. There's a line of people outside waiting to use the phone. I'll call you when I get back home. As soon as he said this, Tatsuya loud. As soon as he said this, Tatsuya shouted, "No! Cancel! Don't get out of the phone booth! I know that place! I'll be there in 30 minutes! Whatever you do, don't move!" What's wrong? Just promise you'll stay. Just promise me you'll stay where you are. Don't move an inch, okay? And don't hang up the phone. I'm coming. When his friend hung up, Kenzo felt a wave of fear envelop him. He stood in the phone booth and kept the phone receiver pressed to his ear. Looking over his shoulder, he saw a line of people standing outside the phone booth, silently watching him. The look of their the look in their eyes sent a shiver down his spine. Half an hour later, when Tatsuya arrived at the Suspicion Bridge, he found his friend standing at the very edge of the gorge. He was holding his cell phone against his ear. There was no phone booth and no longer people waiting to use the phone. If he had moved an inch, he would have fallen off the edge and plunged to his death. Oh. Well, that story, well, that story was pretty intense since the, since that dude, since that Tetsuya, since Kensho found a phone booth where it was discovered that there was no phone, there isn't a phone booth in, in the bridge. Yeah, and, well, at least that Kensho did not fallen off the edge and fallen and yeah, at least Kensho had not fallen to his death. Hmm. But alright guys, yeah, alright guys, so that was, uh, oh no, yeah, phone booth, yes, yes, the story is literally called phone booth. I'm sorry guys, at first I forgot what was the name of this story until I now realized that's called phone booth. Yeah, sorry for that. Alright guys, so that was phone booth. This was pretty. This was pretty. Not gonna lie, this was pretty. A good scary story about a phone booth and learning about a bridge that people go and fall and plunge to their deaths. Hmm. But this was yeah, yeah. Then they all happened in Japan. But I I don't have anything else to say. But this was really a good scare story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.